We've had some back-to-back sales out here, and I've been picking up a few things that I need, want, love, I'm curious about, and I want to share that with you. I'm going to do a little bit of an unboxing today. So let's start off with Sephora, and then we'll get into the rest of it, because this is supposed to be pretty small. This is order number 2 of 2.
All the way in too deep. I hope you're not missing these signs, 'cause I wanna keep you close to me.
Hi, I'm Jeanique and welcome to my channel. On this channel, we usually talk fragrances, get into the education of it, the hauls, the discussion, sharing my perfume tray. But today we're venturing off just a little bit. I want to unbox with you, show you what I got, and get your thoughts on all of it. So if that's your kind of thing, you love beauty content, fragrance content, you love an unboxing, then why don't you go ahead and subscribe, hype the video, do the things, but stick around for the whole thing because it's about to be a vibe, y'all.
And it's up to you. You got friends, I got friends, but my
First up, we have this gift set from Glow Recipe. I saw this item. I was seriously considering it because it's supposed to have 3 different items that I was curious about exploring. So first, they have a tinted serum and a tinted cheek and lip item. Now, I haven't tried any makeup items from Glow Recipe. I've tried their dewdrops and a few of their skincare items. And Sephora did have a skincare box set as well with some of the items that I do like their toner, their milky toner, but I wanted to try some new shit rather than re-exploring some old shit that I already like. I mean, I don't know if the logic is all there, but I'm going to pretend like it is. These are the 3 items. Let's take a look at them a little bit closer. First up is supposed to be a tinted serum that is supposed to be really nice instead of wearing makeup. Now, I tried something similar from Merit and it ended up being really useful for me. So I'm hoping this gives a little bit more of a pop and a little bit more of a glow if I'm going without makeup for the day. As you can see, it's like a bronzy, beautiful bronzy color that is really, really nice. Oh, it's a very subtle, like golden glow, as if like I'm almost getting just a little bit more summery sun. So the next item I wanted to try was this glass balm. I love a balm. Now this is pretty clear. Now on this, it looks pretty pink. So I think if I were to put it on heavy enough, I'll have this sort of mauvey pinky color. It's very rosy, neutral toned. I think it's really pretty. I'm very excited about that. I love a good balm. I especially like the size. It gives me enough of like an experience of it without having too much to go through, just in case I don't like it. I don't like throwing away stuff. So if I didn't like it, I still feel compelled to try it out. So this is their serum like blush, and it's supposed to give like a dewy flush kind of color. Now it's supposed to be like a watermelon color essentially, which I'm kind of looking forward to. I really do love these colors. Ooh, that is really pretty. This looks almost like purpley mauve. I'm wearing a very similar color on my cheeks right now. It blends out really nicely, I think. The next item I want to talk about is this one here from Tower 28. It is another blush. It's supposed to be in a completely different color. So that one is like a deep, neutral, sort of mauvey kind of color. And this one is in the color Finest Hour. Y'all, and this is my first ever red blush. So that is what it looks like. It's like an orangey red, but it is very, very red. Mostly dedicated the second order to makeup items. The last one had fragrances and skincare and the ones that I typically go for during the Sephora sale, but this time around I just went ham on the makeup. Obviously, I'm so intimidated by— why is this so jacked up, y'all? There are all these tears and stuff going on. This does not look brand new Sephora. This looks old. This looks like an old ass item. I'm going to make use of it, obviously, because I don't throw things away like that. But I am very intimidated by like fake lashes. I just do mascara and keep it pushing, but I aspire to be good at them, and I can't get good if I don't try. So I ended up getting these sort of lash extensions. And my friend was saying to me that it would be easier to just do a strip lash, but I just want to try this one because most strip lashes do like a cat eye effect, and cat eye just does not look good on me based on my eye shape. I've tried it. It does not work for me. So hopefully this gives me more control over the beauty experience, and I'm hoping to master it. I'm hoping to get good at it. I'm hoping to conquer that beast. It's not a beast. It's just lashes. It's not critical, but I'm excited. Picked up a very tiny version of the Sephora Reveal the Real Soft Radiant Skin Tint. I have pretty dry skin. I got the color, I think it was 420N is the color that I got, or maybe 230N. I'm just making up numbers. 230N. I don't know if this is going to fit me. It looks a little light to my eye currently. I feel like it's hard to go super wrong with a skin tint because it's so lightly applied. I'm definitely going to put this to use ASAP because I'm excited to see what it gives. The next item that I picked up was from Patrick Ta, and this is a brush. I've seen a lot of skin tints and everything really laid down with these kinds of brushes, and I really wanted to give them a try. Now, this could be an absolute fucking epic fail, but I am hopeful that Patrick Ta has got me. So the side that I was most interested in is this sort of spatula side. I think it looks really useful and nice, and I like there's like an angled brush on the other end. It's basically like getting 2 for 1. So I really wanted to get a fancy brush. Most of my brushes are from like Amazon on the cheap, and they are fine, but I wanted to see if there is an actual difference if I get a fancy brush. I got one black brush though, and that one taught me there is a difference because every time I try to use it, the bristles just come off on my face, like literally as I'm using it. It's terrible. I just, you know, there's no point. I got another dual-sided brush. This time, instead of a foundation brush, it is a concealer brush. The name on it seems to be M by Ariel. I've never bought anything from that brand before. I just liked the idea of a dual-sided brush. Have a fluffy side, we have a sort of stiff straight side. So I think this will be nice for applying, blending, all the things. Again, functionality over everything, y'all. Next, I picked up a brow gel. It's a clear brow gel from Rare Beauty. I was using the one from Benefit, the really popular one. I've also used the one from Sephora collections as well. Now, I'm not currently wearing any brow gel because I am completely out. So excited to have this. It's very small to last me till the next Sephora sale or for the rest of the year. Very small wand. It's just a clear laminating brow gel. I'm hoping it has more hold than the Benefit as well as the Sephora. Next up, we have another item from Rare Beauty. It's an eyeshadow stick. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be travel friendly. Have you subscribed? I want to go ahead and remind you to subscribe, hype the video, do the things because you know you want to do it. Now let's get back to the video. Oh, it's a really nice, almost champagne color eyeshadow stick. I feel like this is a pretty universal color that looks nice on a lot of people, especially if you're a warmer or neutral tones. I have my first lipstick here from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm currently wearing their eyeshadows like coincidentally. That just happened to be the palette that I reached for. Really subtle colors. So I don't know why, but I sort of expect a similar kind of subtlety, maybe, possibly. I'm not an expert on Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I'm having like a similar hope for this lipstick. Now, this is in the shade Peach Amber. I've been meaning and wanting to try more peachy shades, and I haven't yet because they tend to read really odd on me. So I'm hoping this, by, you know, mixing it with a little bit of brown, does the trick for me. Let's try this on my hand. That is the color right there. It's mostly mauve. It's mostly pink. Maybe that's why I picked it. But I'm gonna give it a fair few wears. It feels really nice. It feels really like nourishing to the lips. So I'm excited about this one. I picked up this blur lipstick from Freck Beauty. I'm not gonna do very much with it today. This is in the color Freck Rust. So a sort of terracotta orangey, rust orangey kind of color. So brown orange basically. Now, I picked up another lipstick around the same time from this brand without ever trying their lipsticks before. I have one of their lip liners and it's one of my favorites. It's shade number 6. It's a brown color, like a very deep brown, similar to Makeup Forever's Limitless Brown. But when I tried the other shade of this, it's one of the worst applications I've ever had. I do not understand how it could be so epically patchy and weird and flaky all at the same time. It basically taught me like why it was on sale. This one, again, pretty color, but I'll need to like actually put it on my lips, walk around with it, see how it works, because the other one was incredibly disappointing. It could have been a bad batch. I don't know. I give them benefit of the doubt. Finally, though, the main item, the star item of all of these, shockingly but not shockingly, because I love a lip product, lip set from Westman Atelier. Now, these are supposed to be minis, but I am totally okay with that because I don't know what their formula is like. Like I was just mentioning, the one from Freck Beauty did not hit, and these may not hit either. So I wanted to try something a bit smaller versus getting one lipstick for the price of 3, essentially. So there are 3 colors in here, 2 of their best sellers and one limited edition color. This is called their Petite Lip Suede Matte Lipstick Trio. As you can see, these are beautiful. They feel really heavy and luxe. It doesn't feel like cheap plastic or anything, even for a mini. We have 3 colors in here. They are Elodie, Mabiche, and Jereve. I don't mind putting on a liner to make a lipstick work for me. It doesn't feel like an extra challenge or chore. So I'm excited to give these a try. I was most excited about these Westman Atelier lipsticks, and hopefully they absolutely live up to the hype. Go ahead, like the video, subscribe, do all the things. I'd really appreciate it. Again, I'm Jeanique, a lover of these beauty items, and when I find ones that I'm really excited about, I'm gonna come to you and tell you all about it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.
Tell me, what do you say? Freeze up.